So in previous video we reached up to this step. So here we have selected this x2 as the entering variable. So x2 as entering variable. So among these four, because all are positive values, so construct the minimum ratio, and this is the minimum ratio, and based on this we have selected 3/2, which is associated with 4/3. Hence S2 will leave the basis. So the new bases are x1, x2, s3 and s4. And now do the calculation. That means at this pivoting element, one should be here. So multiply the second row by 3/4. So when after multiplication we have this row, then use this second row, rather than this, use this second row, and then construct 0 0 0 0 here. So for this, suppose R1 is this. So what you do, R1 first row, so do the elementary operation, R1 first row minus this second row, revised second row, just multiply by here 2/3, so that 2/3 here, 2/3 here, so 0 will be, जब subtract करेंगे तो 0 हो जाएगा. So R2 is multiplied by 2/3. So just perform this elementary operation and update in R1 row. Hence we get this row. Similarly, this is the third row. Here is 5/3. So that's why we can say that R3 minus R2 into 5/3. Just perform this elementary operation. Third row minus second row into 5/3. This is the revised row. This is not the actual one. This is the actual one, but this is the revised row. So just like say dash, this is the revised one. Whatever you will done, this is the revised one. Okay, R dash, this is R2, this is R2 dash. Okay, do this, perform, and whatever you will done is basically in the revised one. Okay, so this will be the revised. So you can say R dash, this will be the R3 dash. So dash is written here. This is the R3 dash, R3 dash, R2 dash, R1 dash. Similarly here we have 1, here is 1. So just subtract. That means R4 minus R2 dash. And whatever you will done is in R4 dash. So this is the revised one. And based on this, here we have minus 2/3, here is 1. So just multiply the second row and multiply in Z row. So Z row plus R2 dash multiply by 2/3. Just multiply by 2/3 here and then add in here. So ultimately you will have a 0 here. So whatever you will done is in revised Z row. This is the revised Z row. So this is this. So now you can see here x1 is 3, x2 is 3/2. So in this table, from initially we are at 0. After one iteration, here x1 is 4. So we reached at this point, and now we are moving in this direction. And we reached here, x1 is 3, x2 is 3/2, which is nothing but point C. So point C is this point. This is the vertex C. Okay, vertex C. And now here in Z row there is no negative value, all are positive value. Hence optima reaches, and solution is x1 is 3, x2 is 3/2, and maximum Z is 21. So maximum Z is 21. So that's why point C is basically the optimum solution. Okay, so this is the ready mix problem solution with the help of simplex method. Now we have some note points. Then we will take the another problem of minimization. Okay, so let's see. Note number 1. If either in the initial basis means this first one, or in intermediate basis, intermediate means second, third and so on. In the intermediate basis, there is some negative value in the value column. That means herein, either here, here or here. if there is some negative value column in Z row, some negative value in the value column and some negative value in the Z row. That means either we have negative values here and some values are here negative, then LPP has no feasible solution. That means solution is infeasible, not acceptable. Solution is not acceptable. Okay, so this is the meaning. Note number 2, while forming the ratio in search of the leaving variable, if all entries in pivot column are less than equal to 0, then again LPP has no finite solution. Rather than solution is unbounded. That means what? When you are searching this, if all the entries here are negative or 0, यहाँ सारी एंट्री या तो 0 हो या नेगेटिव हो, then again we are having no feasible solution. Rather solution is unbounded. Fine? यानी unbounded solution कहलाएगा. Third, the ratio are found only with positive, that means greater than 0 values. यहाँ जो भी रेशो हम बनाएंगे वो सिर्फ पॉजिटिव वैल्यूज के लिए बनेगा. neither we will consider negative values nor 0. We will consider only positive values. For example, 6 and 1 both are positive. We will not consider -1 and 0 to form minimum ratio, to find minimum ratio. Fine, this is the meaning. Okay, so these are the few important points. Let's see the another problem of minimization, how we can deal with minimization problem. This problem is minimization as well as the dimension is 3, x1, x2 and x3. Okay, so now we have this problem. Minimum z is equal to x1 minus 3x2 plus 2x3 subjected to 5x1 minus x2 plus 2x3 is less than equal to 7, minus 2x1 plus 4x2 is less than equal to 12, minus 4x1 plus 3x2 plus 8x3 is less than equal to 10, and x1, x2, x3 is greater than equal to 0. So first what we will do, just convert the problem minimization into maximization so that we can apply our simplex method. So how we can convert this minimum to maximum? Just multiply this z by minus z, minus sign से multiply करा लेंगे. So maximum z star, rather than z I am writing this z star, the revised version of z. So maximum z star is nothing but minus z, that means minus z. So minus से यहाँ multiply किया, so minus से किया तो minus x1 plus 3x2 minus 2x2. जब इस राइट हैंड साइड को मैं लेफ्ट में लेके जाऊंगा यहाँ, सो व्हाट हो जाए, z स्टार प्लस x1 minus 3x2 plus 2x3 is equal to 0. So this is our objective function in maximization form. Then constraint, add here in first constraint, add slack variable. Here a slack variable is denoted by x4. You can also write down this as s1. आप इसको s1 भी लिख सकते हो. Okay, so add slack variable से x4. Write down here another slack variable x5. Write down here, add here x6. You may also write down x4 as s1, x5 as s2, x6 as s3. Okay, आप कुछ भी यूज कर सकते हैं, either x4, x5, x6 or s1, s2, s3. Okay, then this is the standard form. And now first is the initial table. So here we have 5 coefficient of first constraint, first row is associated with first constraint, so 5. Here the coefficient of x2 is -1, so -1. Coefficient of x3 is 2, coefficient of x4 is 1, there is no x5, x6, so 0, 0. Right hand side is 7, so 7. Similarly second constraint, coefficient of x1 is -2, so -2. Here 4, so 4. Here is 1, so x5, coefficient of x5 is 1, rest are 0, 0, 0. Similarly the third constraint, here -4, so -4. 3, 3, 8, 8, and then x4 is 0, x5 is 0, x6, coefficient of x6 is 1. Now right hand side is 7, 12 and 10, so 7, 12 and 10. Now write down the z star row. So now we will write down the z star row. Here the coefficient of x1 is 1, so 1. Coefficient of x2 is -3, so -3. Coefficient of x3 is 2, so 2. there is no x4, x5, x6, so 0, 0, 0, and right hand side is 0, so 0, and here we have z star, so z star. Okay, now apply the same rule. First identify the most negative value here, so this is the most negative one, hence we can say that x2 enters the basis, so entering variable is x2. Now find out the leaving variable with the help of minimum ratio for positive values. Here there are three values, among these this is negative, so we will not consider this, we will consider only 4 and 3. So the minimum ratio will be 12. Before that, these are the variables, basis variables corresponding to identity matrix x4, x5, x6. So these are the basis variable. Okay, now identify the entering variable, so x2 enters the basis. Find out the minimum ratio for positive values, so 4 and 3. So the minimum ratio will be 12 divided by 4, so 12 by 4. Then 10 divided by 3, 10 divided by 3. So 3 will be the minimum ratio which is associated with this 4. Hence x5 will leave the basis. x5 will leave the basis. So the new bases are x4, x2 and x6. Now here we should have a 1 and rest of the entries in this column should be 0, 0, 0. So how to do that? Just divide the second row by 4. सेकेंड रो को 4 से डिवाइड कर देते हैं. सो वी हैव 3 minus half 1 0 0 1 by 4 and 0. So this is our second row. Okay, now with the help of this we have to convert here 0 0 and 0. तो कैसे आएगा यहाँ 0? Here is -1, here is 1. So just add these two. दोनों को ऐड किया. So 3 plus 7 कितना हुआ? 10. Write down here. Minus half plus 5 दोनों को ऐड किया कितना हुआ? 9/2. Write down here. फिर -1 and 1 दोनों को ऐड किया 0. Write down here. Here is 0, here is 2 दोनों को ऐड किया. Write down here. Here is 0, here is 1 दोनों को ऐड किया 1. Write down here. 1/4 plus 0 दोनों को ऐड किया 1/4. Write down here. Here is 0, here is 0 दोनों को ऐड किया. Write down here. So basically what we have done, the revised second row is added in the first row. Whatever be the result is written in herein. Okay, similarly here we have 3, here we have 1. So just multiply the second row, revised second row by 3. 3 से इसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे and then subtract from the last row. इससे subtract करेंगे, इसको यहाँ लिख देंगे. Fine. Now here is -3, here is 1. So 3 से multiply किया and then add in z star row. So whatever be the result is written here. So this is the result. Okay, now you can see here is the minus. In the z star row there is a negative value, hence we can say that x1 enters the basis. So x1 enters the basis. Okay, now in this column we have 3 values. Among these only one is the positive one. केवल एक ही है, only one. So there is no need to find out the minimum ratio and we can say that x4 will leave the basis. So x4 leaves the basis. In place of x1 4 we have x1. So the new basis will be x1, x2 and x6. Okay, now this will be the your pivot element. This will be the pivot element. So now multiply first row by 2/9. So multiply the first row r1 into 2/9. 2/9 से, and this will be nothing but the revised first row. Revised first row. Okay, so multiply by 2/9 and write down here. So this will be 20/9, 1 0, 4/9, 2/9, 1/18 and 0. Okay, now here is -half. हमें यहाँ 0 बनाना है, यहाँ भी 0 बनाना है और यहाँ भी, with the help of this one. This is pivot element. So what you do, just multiply first r1 dash by half. Half से multiply करेंगे and then add in this. So basically r2 dash revised second row is nothing but the r1 dash. This r1 dash multiply by half and then added in r2. उसमें ऐड कर लेंगे r2 में, सेकेंड रो में ऐड कर लेंगे. So the resultant is this. Okay, so this will be the resultant. Similarly here is -5/2, here is 1. So what we will do, r3 is 5/2 into r1 dash. और जो भी हम करेंगे वो रिवाइज हो जाएगा R3 डैश. रिजल्टेंट इज रिटर्न हियर. ओके, इसको राइट डाउन कर लेंगे. एंड हियर इज माइनस हाफ, हियर इज 1, सो जस्ट मल्टीप्लाई बाय हाफ. तो क्या करेंगे हम, Z स्टार रो और R1 डैश इज मल्टीप्लाई बाय हाफ. तो इसमें हाफ से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे इस रो में एंड देन एड इन Z स्टार रो. सो हाफ से मल्टीप्लाई किया एंड एडेड इन Z स्टार रो and then we will have Z star revised value Z dash star. So this is here in written. Okay, now here you can see all the values are positives. This is 91 by 9, 0, 0, 20 by 9, 1 by 9, 7 by 9 and 0. So all are positive value. So optima reaches and the solution is x1 is 20 by 9, x2 is 37 by 9, x6 is 59 by 9, but our main variables are x1, x2 and x3. Okay, so we can say that x1 is 20 by 9 and x2 is 37 by 9 and there is no x3, so 0. So the solution will be this: x1 is 20 by 9, x2 is 37 by 9 and x3 is 0. There is no need to write down these x4, x5, x6 because these are only slack variables. Okay, and the maximum Z star, because our revised problem is of maximization in nature. Maximum Z star. So maximum Z star is 91 by 9. So this is the value. So maximum Z star is 91 by 9. But you see that here we have done this maximum Z star is nothing but minus Z. So an actual problem is of minimization. So that's why again multiply by minus sign here. So minimum Z is nothing but minus Z star. So minus 91 by 9. So this is the solution. Okay. So this is simplex method. In the next video, we will discuss few more cases like alternate optima, unbounded solution, okay, degenerate solution. Okay. Thank you.